Matt Chevry was legitimately an accident.
Oof.
The Matt Chevry accident. But
he didn't hear the end of that one from
happen.
Oh no, just his. Well, I bullied him about it because I'm like, isn't your sister like 10 years older than you, and aren't your parents like super old? And then I'd be like, do you think they wanted you? Do you think they planned on having another child? Because they're in their 60s right now, and you're in grade 9. So just do the math on. Wouldn't they want the two children close together? Like your dad probably thought he was in. Like I would, maybe it makes sense why Matt doesn't like me.
I like how you started that sentence with, so I was bullying him.
So I was making this guy's day worse, right? And he wasn't having it.
The Liam origin stories, it's all coming together now. The full picture of Liam.
Before I was always seen as just a positive guy who was nice to everyone he met. But there's some dark past.
I remember the thing that drew me into hanging out with you back in high school was that you were an asshole to everybody, and it was really funny. I was like, he's an asshole to the teacher. He's an asshole to like the whatever the fuck cool means in high school, cool kids. I was like, he's an asshole to everybody. He is very true to himself.
This guy bullies the janitor.
This guy made fun of this teacher's son who had a disability.
Oh man,
it's fucking ruthless.
This podcast is getting ableist as fuck on this Tuesday.
We're changing it up. It's a Tuesday. We're just gonna skip the intros because I don't want to cut out that other shit because that was some good shit.
Tuesday, my dude.
If I ever cut out bullying special needs people from a podcast,
know who we are.
That's how you know I've gone mainstream. It is not Sunday. Speaking of special needs people, how you doing, Tristan?
Wow, Jacob missed that one, I think, but.
Wow.
Braden with the AirPods.
Oh no, he can't hear us. He's got AirPods in.
Dog with the butter.
Yeah, I was telling Liam before the podcast actually that I planned on I was just seeing if this would work with my computer, thinking it didn't have Bluetooth, and it very much does apparently. So.
Poggers.
It's a pre-built, isn't it?
AirPods.
It is a pre-built, yeah. I just assume
a lot of pre-builts come with Bluetooth nowadays. Pretty cool.
Which is pretty exciting. Good stuff.
Yeah, and I am looking into. I found a few different. I'm still doing my research, but we're moving off of Discord very soon, into either a free browser or one that's like $10 a month for like one person, which I don't mind footing. Just so it's it'll give us a few advantages: better audio and video quality. We can have custom backgrounds, so it's not just a black void, and a few other perks that make it easier to deal with. So I'm still doing my research on the best one, because I'd like to stick with the next one for a while to keep some form of consistency. What's the idea?
Real life podcast.
I mean, not opposed to it, although real life podcast.
We already struggle enough scheduling this.
We have
to get together.
Yes, and with like 3 people, we'd almost need to do like one wide shot to fit us in frame, so it's like the 3 of us looking forward, not at each other.
I like the idea.
It's like a talk show.
In like a very big room, like a warehouse space, and just the 3 of us at a small table, very close together. But we're like, the camera's like 30 feet away. We're just surrounded around one microphone from about 20 feet away with just eons of blank space around us. That's my dream for a live podcast. You heard it here first.
Jacob, I hate to tell you, none of that came through.
Oh, very unfortunate. Fully, no audio on that. I was thinking he was really far behind for a second on the lag.
But now.
There we go.
We can hear you now.
Okay.
We're good.
Apparently my Discord needs to be restarted in admin mode, but I'll just leave it as my active browser or whatever. So
new Discord.
Yeah, we should get some of those school desks that have the chair attached to the desk in the warehouse, and we should all sit very far apart. Just make it like the camera's very far away, but we are all very far apart, so it's just a wide shot of us all like yelling at each other from across the room.
Have one microphone in like the center of the warehouse, just
It's a
Yeah.
directional microphone though, so if it's like me yelling from the left side to Jacob all the way on the right side, you just hear me shouting in the corner, just echoing and reverberating through the room.
Just like coming through your-
Liam's in the middle with the mic on his desk.
Yeah, exactly. So Liam is very loud, and then me and you, Jacob, we're like ancillary devil and angel on Liam's shoulder, you know, like
I feel like
We pretty
Jake
much
needs to be
already
in the
are.
middle for that
Yeah,
because
it's
I
true.
feel like I'm the most devilish.
it's true.
Yeah,
That's
true.
I would kill the most. I would do the
I feel
Well,
like
most.
maybe it would be
Jacob's probably
Braden.
also
I
the
feel
most
like-
good though. I feel like
Yeah,
Jacob's
maybe
probably
Braden
also
should be in the
most
middle.
good.
Braden's
Yeah,
in the middle.
I'm the one. I can go either way. I like to keep it. Wild card, bitches.
And then we have like hot takes, like should we kill everyone who's in a wheelchair? And then like whoever convinces Braden of their side wins.
Also, hey, I did not hear about that.
Yeah, the
Fun.
good old. It's funny that they're protesting the idea that people are not allowed into Nova Scotia right now, right? But the only thing they've accomplished with their protest is ensuring that people cannot make it into Nova Scotia.
Will not allow this
Just
this
the
rule
irony.
of no Nova Scotia allow it.
That's like
Bye.
vegans killing cows to make sure they aren't used for beef.
Exactly. Just throw them into a fucking ditch.
No, you
Oh, hey,
can't have
Lemon.
it. What's up, Lemon?
What's going on,
Lemon's a real one.
The lemon is a real one.
Yeah,
Real
no,
lemon.
Braden, you reminded me of a story because
Yeah.
once you guys weren't in my class because it was junior high and you guys were French boys, but
True.
we had a
right.
substitute and you were reminding me about how I used to be an asshole to literally everybody, including the teachers. And we had the substitute. This old lady, and it was in English, Mr. Maturdo's class, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna take turns reading." And eventually, she came to me, and this is grade 9, and she goes, "Liam, can you read the next part?" And I'm like, "I'm illiterate," and she goes, "No, you aren't." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't know how to read." And she's like, "Liam, read it, please." And I'm like, the stall bus. And she's like, never mind. It just and she wrote this really nasty letter about me to Mr. Maturdo. And Mr. Maturdo was just like, Liam, what? Why?
That's our Liam. That's our Liam right there.
But goddamn if I did not
People.
goddamn if I did not have the whole class laughing.
Oh God, yeah. Legendary Liam moments right there. Jacob, I just have a quick question for you, actually. We talked about your background just for a second before the podcast, but I'm just realizing now, what's up with the Tesseract?
The blue cube.
The large blue cube emanating
It's
infinite
just a
glow of the
humidifier,
universe.
dude. It's just a humidifier.
It's a fancy fucking humidifier. Holy shit.
I didn't know they made blue
You
ones.
see right beside it. Hold on. Wait, can I do this?
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit down, a little bit down. You see right there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, too far down. Too far down.
Uh-oh.
Let me do this. Let me open up our call. Right there. Those essential oils. That's what those are. So you can put those in the humidifier, and then boom, you've got scented humidified air.
I got one of those, like, I don't know, essential oil diffusers, I guess.
Exactly what. Yeah, that's what it is.
But all it does is just make my room smell a lot like lilac. That's
Is your essential oil lilac?
might have been. I don't know.
It probably was if it smelled like it.
I would like to hope. But you never know. with
Essential
these.
oils are actually a cure to COVID-19. It's just Big Pharma doesn't want you to know.
It's true. I saw it on
I also
Facebook.
have. I also right here. Let's see if I can pinpoint it. Right there. I have a incense burner. It's called a backflow incense burner. And let me see if I can. I'll find a picture. I'll find a picture and put it in Discord, or you can look it up, Liam. They're pretty sick.
So does
Pretty sick.
backflow mean like it shits out the incense?
Like the smoke pours out of it and it like pools.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've
Ooh,
seen those
okay,
before.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that'll be another advantage to the new setup is desktop screen share integration and whatnot. It'll be a lot easier to
Right into the
accomplish.
call. That's good to know. Podcast on Tuesday. What is this? It's called We Couldn't scheduled for Sunday because it was
It
Father's
was
Day.
Father's
We all
Day.
have fathers.
Couple.
Fathers.
So some of us have multiple.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Smells nice too. I'm all up with the plants, dude. We got the incense, the incest. I mean the what?
What?
Come on down to Jacob's incest den. He's got all the incest you could ever need.
But the humidifier is what got you to incest.
Nobody likes dry incest. You need the most moist, humid, foggy incest on the planet.
Yeah,
true.
It needs to be smoky so you can't see that it's your cousin.
Your genes don't pass on if the air humidity index is above 81.
It's just rain. Nothing happens in the rain. You ever seen The Notebook? That kiss didn't happen. It was raining.
That reminds me of that Republican politician who was like, we can't have abortions even if it's due to rape or incest because a lot of us wouldn't be here if it wasn't for rape or incest. So we'd run out of people.
There's no solution there. There's no solution. There's no abortion. We have to we can't make it mandatory for people to have a kid. No, we have to just leave incest and rape babies.
You've heard of China's one kid policy. Welcome to the US's 18 kid minimum.
George Carlin.
The biggest fucking army. Everybody needs to have 18 kids and enlist 10.
How do you think they keep the military-industrial complex going?
Dude, George Carlin had a great bit about that. He's like, conservatives want alive babies so they can raise dead soldiers. And I was like, God damn. Ahead of his time. Rip Carlin.
You really?
He's a
Remember when
soldier.
Said a bunch of bad words?
Yeah, he's
you can't say that.
He's part of the
TV.
fucking... He's literally written in the laws now because that Supreme Court was a principal case or whatever they called it.
He's a true legend. Shout out Carlin. Rest in peace. One of the best. One of the best to ever do it.
Alex, I would take your point more seriously if you know how to spell the correct version of through. He did not throw in past tense Vietnam. Though.
Oh.
Thought. You'll get there. You'll get there. But
Can we rename this podcast Thought Patrol, but spelled like thought, like thinking?
That's pretty good. It probably already exists, unfortunately, but it is nice.
Unfortunate. Every good idea is already taken. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Over this.
Oh man, that's a sad one. The fact that we're all gonna die someday, and our impact on the globe will be minimal. But
It's not that sad. I'm alright with
Kind of just natural, really.
yes, I think there is an MDM, but I think they have like one video, and it's like one subscriber or some shit. So
yeah, as long as we overwhelm them, as long as you're the biggest, you could take anything.
yeah.
That's
and right
the best
now,
way, right there, baby.
we're
You
beating
might
them by
get those
35.
feelings.
Come at us, bro.
They can try and take us on. They couldn't handle the insults from Liam.
Okay, so Lemon, you might see that guy who I hate that. That's just like instead of a sponsor, we just have our recent followers, and it's just Liam is a seat sniffer. And so what happened was I went to one furry convention, and Omega Fox, who is just one of the sexiest Fox, I can't go along with this bit. It goes against all my morals. But no, I don't sniff seats. The closest thing I do to sniffing seats, I guess, is sometimes if I have a good ripper, I'll rip into the mic, and then when I sit back down, it's just kind of a smog.
The only seat that Liam would have the balls to sniff is his own.
I mean, if you're seat sniffing, you're down.
The only thing he'd sniff would be
notoriously
his
bad.
balls.
Oh boy.
No, bro, I already know what a fish market smells like.
Oh boy.
Didn't like that.
That time you ripped your vape out of your feet. Also, are you done smoking cigarettes now, or?
Yeah, I mean, I smoked one dart in like 4 months ish. So like, oh yeah, that fucking I had some
And what
fucking
did that dart make you do?
the dart didn't. I did it on my own accord.
No, I
Thank
know.
you very much.
It was gonna happen. Yeah.
I just thought the dart would, settle the stomach. But
I thought downing this dart, taking this
oh, fuck.
feel good.
Yeah, no, I probably have lung cancer. But on the bright side, I actually had some crack whores. That's a bit of a harsh term, but they were on coke, come into the store and they're like, "Do you smoke?" And I just was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Can we buy some darts off you?" And I'm like, "I don't have any on me because I didn't." And they're like, "Okay, do you sell single darts?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Do you sell like single cigars?" And it's like, yeah." And then I'm like, "Do you have any ID?" And she's like, "No, but I'm 19." And I'm like, "Well, that's not how that works." And then she's just standing there for like 20 minutes really fiending. And then eventually I have to send her out. And I realize now I can't finish the rest of this story without incriminating myself. So,
You've done a good
and
one.
it's really the
crime
killer
number one.
It's really the killer part of the story that really like the story's anticlimactic without the ending. But I now realize I can't say the ending of the story until I change professions. So we'll revisit this one whenever I get a different job.
Oh,
We're gonna have blue balls for a couple months here, folks.
Yes,
oh
yes.
God. Crap.
God damn. That's disappointing.
I'm surprised you realized, though. I'm surprised you caught on and you're like, what I'm about to say might impact me. Maybe I won't.
Well, because I think
That's
I remember.
probably the first time that did happen in your life.
Yeah. I mean, well, after it happened, I'm like, oh, this would be a good podcast story. And I'm like, oh, wait, I can't tell it. And then you reminded me, I'm like, oh, I gotta do a podcast story. And it's like, oh, wait. But
what was the, other than that you can tell without incriminating yourself, what was your most interesting moment from work this week?
I mean, that was a pretty good one. I gave away free slushies last night because I was there to clean the machine. And so we throw it all out anyway. So I marked it down as waste. And some people are just cheap assholes. I'm like, hey, do you want a free slushie? I'm cleaning the machines. And they're like, no, but can I get a receipt so I can redeem one later? And I'm like, that's not how this works. And they're like, come on, man. I'm like, what? Like, if you give them an inch, they'll try to take a mile.
Wait, so did more than one person try that?
2 different people, because I offered it to probably like 10 people. Over half of them were like, nah, it's pretty late. I don't need that much sugar, thanks. So, and I'm like, right on. And a few people were like, oh, sweet, thanks, man. And 2 people were like, no, but can I get like a card or something or a receipt so I can just redeem it later? Because I don't really want one right now. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. And they're like, but you offered me a free slushie. And I'm like,
later it won't be free.
Yeah,
later,
I'm like,
fresh.
Yeah. And like the only reason I started doing that is just like they literally made more slushy yesterday, and slushy doesn't go bad. It's just like Kool-Aid that's frozen in a thing. So like, and the amount of slushy, like on average a week, I probably dump 40 liters of slushy, and I'm like, bro, I may as well get some customers happy. And then my only condition is it all has to be one flavor because I know the size of the cups, so that I can mark down how many of each flavor I gave away and add that to the waste sheet so we still get credit for it. And then I also wait until they've made their purchase, so that way I'm not losing the company any money in case they were gonna buy a slushie and it's then free. So I'm very procedural about it in case they're trying to be like, hey, you can't give free shit away, because I've just got a little tired of like using hot water to melt 40 to 50 liters of slushy down the drain. Once I got fucked. Once the drain just stopped draining for whatever reason, and I thought it was clogged or something, so my hand is like elbow deep in slushy, which is freezing cold and extremely sticky. And I'm looking, and the drain is like, it's all water by the drain, or melted slushy, it's just not going down. So it's like froze the pipe, or there's a blockage in the pipe or something. And hot water wouldn't even work, because there was like a mountain of snow on top. And so, that was fun, polar fisting some slushy all night, but eventually got it to work.
So, Liam.
Okay, you go first, Braden.
Oh, sorry. No, I just, have you ever considered maybe like, instead of going through this whole shebang, maybe just picking up the slushy machine and drinking as much as you can out of the top and then throwing it out of a fucking window? Has that ever crossed your mind? Like,
see, it has. The only issue is the slushy machine is sealed. So if I was to take it off of the
shit.
thing, slushy just goes everywhere. And
Everywhere.
once it happened to me, and I made a huge fucking mess, and I was fucking yelling curse words for 15 minutes because I just fully cleaned all the slushy machines. It takes a couple hours, and I'd set them all up, and motherfucker, one of the seals wasn't on properly, and I dumped 4 liters of slushy liquid, and it just spews everywhere, coating everything I just cleaned, coating the counter. And the thing about slushy is it's immediately stains the counter where you need extreme degreaser to get it off. Like a white counter, you get slushy on it, you wipe it off, there's a stain. Soap, water, regular cleaner, it doesn't work. You need degreaser. So I had to just dump degreaser on the fucking thing, and it's spilling out onto the floor, and I'm just fucking like, fuck it, I'll mop it later. And this was at like 4. No, it can't. And this was like 4 a.m. And so I'm closed. I'm like done my shift in 2 hours, and I still got other shit to do. And by 5, I'm pretty regular with customers. So I'm just fucking rushing, cleaning all this shit. And they're always like, you should dump water in first in case you don't seal it properly. Trust us, it'll save you time. And I'm like, fuck that. I seal shit properly, and I didn't. But checking with water takes like 10 minutes by the time you empty, drain, refill, all of them. And I'm like, the amount of cumulative time I've saved by not checking with water over the 4 months I've worked there is more than that half hour, extra hour it took me to clean. So I still stand that my method is correct.
It's just like Mr. Math Teacher, Calculus Man's speeding ticket.
Yeah, Mr.
Debate.
McMahon.
Yeah.
I want to dox him, but I guess all my
guess
head works, not dox him. You can do that.
We already doxed a 9th grade English teacher. I think it's all up to bat at this point.
So Liam,
yeah.
your drain story reminded me. I worked in a meat room for almost 2 years. We had drains too. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. I'll tell you that much. Because meat, residue, scrap, bones, from 6 a.m., 5 a.m. scraps at 10 p.m. at night. Ground beef, ground pork clogs a drain a lot easier than that.
Yeah.
Like every night. And sometimes the clogs were so bad you had to go to the drain access on the other side of the room, unscrew it, lift the panel up, and like get in there if it clogged it deeper in the pipe. Yeah.
That'd be a good YouTube video.
So bad.
Is eating the stuff from the drain. Like the claw drain, the raw meat and
Go for
juice.
it. Oh, that'll kill you. That would put you in the hospital.
You know what's a better idea?
That would put you in the hospital.
You know what's a better idea?
Don't.
Go and clean the inside of a septic tank with no protective equipment.
Just your tongue. With your tongue.
If you gave me $50,000, I would cannonball into a septic tank. Maybe less. I could probably do less.
Only a year's. That's only like a decent salary, dude. You can get a computer programming job for a year if you get like certifications.
Think about this though: cannonball into a pool of shit once a year, or work 40 hours a week for the rest of your life. Like the time cost benefit analysis. Like say it takes you a full 3 days to clean. Fucking, you can take medicine beforehand. You can. I'm giving myself goggles in this scenario. Yeah, you'd probably puke.
In a shit tank shortens your lifespan, so it's like they probably even out at some point.
I was saying, if someone had a briefcase of 50 grand cash, would you immediately not even consider jumping into a pool of shit?
You've got a point. But something I just realized after you saying that is, I think you might live your whole life like this. Come to think of it, because like the speeding ticket thing. Yes, you agree. I agree. A lot of us agree. The slushy thing. You made your point. Here, you make your point about earning money. And then I'm like, okay, well, what else does he do it on? I'm like, friendships. He's just mean to everybody, so he doesn't have to maintain friendship. He doesn't have to be like, fuck, friends require effort. I need to help them when they need help. They help me. I'll just speed run everything. Life, I'll just smoke cigarettes, take whatever drugs I can get my hands on. I'll speedrun that. Liam's like, I will do this the fastest way possible, the easiest way possible, and I'll get out of everybody's hair. Liam is like Sonic at everything in life except for actual foot racing.
If you should be one thing, it's efficient.
The Mega 64 speedrun life any percent video personified.
I feel like the key word for that is any percent.
Jesus Christ.
Liam. Oh, fuck, I put it in my Discord. Fuck.
Oh no.
I'll leave it there, whatever.
They can see it. They can enjoy it.
Not that bad. It's not that bad.
But Tristan, slushies are... Oh my god. But Tristan, slushies are profitable because literally it's just like a bag of Kool-Aid for 4 liters of slushie. And I feel like each bag costs just like $1, and each large slushie is like 7 or 8 large slushies is like 1 bag maybe, and each of those costs like $3, so they're super profitable.
How could that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
For Frito-Lay? What?
Never mind. My brain was doing one of those things where it makes a reference that is not immediately apparent. Sorry. Game night. You know, Jesse Plemons. That bit, that movie. Good movie.
I've not seen that Jesse Plemons film.
That is actually a great movie. It's fucking. It is worth a watch. It's very funny.
Jason Bateman has lost my respect.
Jason Bateman has done nothing but gain my respect for 20 straight years.
Yeah.
So I guess we're not raking in the big bucks today, eh?
The big bucks? Oh, with the sponsor. Well, we had some sponsors cancel on us due to fear, and also I may have given one of them a explosive promise because they weren't paying us enough, and they were worried about the well-being of their co-workers and property. So, sorry about that, PepsiCo.
That's why on this podcast we only drink Coke.
Coke is our sponsor, and you know what? Because of that, we're gonna have a little story time with Liam about the time Pepsi caused the deaths of a few Filipino people.
Filipino people?
You heard him, Braden.
Have you guys ever heard of Pepsi number free? Fucking Christ, Liam, get your shit together, you fucking goddamn degenerate. You have one job this hour, it's to fucking speak. Have you guys ever heard of Pepsi number fever or the 349 incident?
Yes, I have.
You have. Braden, have you?
I can't say I have, no.
It was a promotion held by PepsiCo in the Philippines in 1992, which led to riots and the deaths of at least 5 people.
Oh, shit. Why didn't one of the Kardashians or Jenners or whatever just show up with a Pepsi to give to the police officer?
They were busy fixing race relations. They had a lot on their plate. You know, it's think global, act local. But essentially, in February 1992, Pepsi Philippines announced they would print numbers ranging from 1 to 999 inside the caps of Pepsi products, and then certain numbers could be redeemed for prizes, which ranged from $4 to roughly $40,000, equivalent to the approximate earning of 23 years of work in the Philippines. So this is like set for life type winnings. It was super successful, increased its market share in the Philippines from 4% to 25%. Winning numbers were announced nightly on television, and by May, 51,000 prizes have been redeemed. So right now, all good. Filipino people are like, hell yeah, get some money. We love Pepsi. It tastes great. What could go wrong? Number 349 could go wrong. On May 25th, the nightly ABS-CBN Channel 2 news broadcast announced the grand prize number for the day was 349. This was an error with a computer, and 800,000 caps with the number 349 had been printed. So now, almost 1 million people have thought they won basically enough money for the rest of their life.
Oh, fuck.
Thousands of Filipinos rushed to the Pepsi bottling plant to claim their prizes. They
I'm
initially
actually getting anxious listening to this story.
they
I already
initially
told you the result.
yeah, they initially said that oops, it was a mistake. We did not have the confirmation security code, and therefore you can't redeem it. After an emergency meeting of Pepsi executives, the company offered 500 pesos, or $18, to everyone with the cap. They're like, hey, we know you didn't get $40,000 in 1992, which would be a lot more now, and also 23 years of work. Do you want $18? Since it's our bad. It's our bad. This offer would eventually be accepted by 500,000 people at the cost of $9 million to Pepsi. Some people weren't as happy. They formed a group, organized a boycott of Pepsi products, and held rallies outside of the PepsiCo office and the Philippine government. Most protests were peaceful, but 3 Pepsi employees were killed by a grenade thrown into a warehouse in Davao, and a mother and child were killed in Manila by a grenade thrown at a Pepsi truck. Pepsi executives received death threats, and many as 37 company trucks were damaged by being pushed over, stoned, or burned. Some accused PepsiCo of hiring mercenaries to stage the attacks in order to frame the protesters as terrorists. Then a senator, however, suggested that the attacks were being perpetuated by rival bottlers attempting to take advantage of Pepsi's vulnerability. About 22,000 people took legal action against PepsiCo. At least 700 civil suits and 5,200 criminal complaints for fraud and deception were filed. On June 24th, 1996, a trial awarded the plaintiffs in one of the lawsuits 10,000 pesos, about $380 each, in moral damages. 3 dissatisfied plaintiffs appealed, and on July 3rd, 2001, so 9 years later, they were awarded $570 each, as well as attorney's fees. Pepsi then appealed this decision. The suit would reach the Supreme Court, which in 2006, so 14 years later, ruled that Pepsi is not liable to pay the amounts printed on the crowns to their holders, nor is Pepsi liable for damages thereon, and that issues surrounding the 349 incident have been laid to rest and must no longer be disturbed in this decision. So they basically said, fuck it, that's all the money you're getting, we're not talking about this anymore. And I mean, who knows who had better lawyers? Some Philippine people who are making a few dollars a day? Some Philippine residents who are making $3 a day, or fucking Pepsi lawyers.
Wow, okay, so of all the, like, useless bullshit information I have in my brain, I'm kind of pissed that one of those is not the story of Pepsi accidentally killing, like, 4 people or 3 people.
5 people, one of them a mother and child.
5 people! Yeah, right. And then, yeah, that grenade that killed a family or something like that.
Yeah, one grenade was thrown into a warehouse,
truck,
and one was thrown at a Pepsi truck.
Pepsi war?
Yeah.
What the fuck? How did I not know about this? Also, imagine being the guy who has to, like, go to a crowd of 500,000 people and say, hey, so, look, guys, I this is really embarrassing. I know this is gonna sound bad, but we did an oopsie, and Pepsi is gonna give you all $18 instead of setting you up for the rest of your life. Anyways, gotta go. And, like,
What a deal.
what the fuck?
What a deal that is.
Yeah.
Fuck. What are you doing? You taking that deal, Liam, or are you shooting that person on sight in a video game?
I would be arrested for a cause. I'd be, like, leading the resistance. Like, if I was a Filipino person at that time, at that place, those stats would be a lot worse. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Is I would be inciting the masses against this capitalist bullshit. Okay? Pepsi would not exist if my plans...
In the game. We're talking
In a video
game.
game. If they make a video game about the 349 incident, I am killing every member who's a member of the board at Pepsi. That's not a threat. That's a promise if I was playing this video game. I wouldn't stop there. Their families, they'd have to look over their shoulder in this video game all their play session.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, sorry, it's hard to move on. That was just said. Yeah, that's a fucking crazy story.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's fucking insane, and they just got away with that.
Yeah, eventually
I mean,
the Supreme Court in enough time, and
$9 million to Pepsi.
The news doesn't care about what happens in the Philippines. Pepsi has a shit ton of money. Like the Filipinos. God, I keep fucking up the nouns. But basically, yeah, like they don't have a lot of money. Like I said, like 100-some thousand was like 23 years worth of work. So, yeah. But just like literally 1 million people thought they had life-changing amounts of money and got $18, which is really a crime.
The idea that in a video game, though, you would like kind of accidentally, and this feels like something you do in real life, accidentally start like a political movement or uprising the world over just out of spite for like some inconvenience that happened to you. I can genuinely see that happening.
I'd become a military power in this video game and then start invading countries and promise I wouldn't hurt anyone if Pepsi was eliminated from that country. And just systematically destroy Pepsi.
What year was this again, Liam?
1994, 90.
I think you said.
The 3, 4.
Because let's not forget that in 1989, Pepsi did have a military.
What?
What you haven't heard about Pepsi's naval fleet?
Why is there so much Pepsi lore?
They didn't buy it. The Soviets gave it to them because they didn't have enough vodka to trade for. Pepsi, the sixth most powerful military in the world once belonged to Pepsi.
I am losing my fucking mind right now. What the fuck, Pepsi?
What did you say that the bottle incident was again?
1992.
So only 3 years prior, Pepsi had the 6th largest military in the world.
And people just know about this?
Of 17 submarines, 1 frigate, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, for $3 billion worth of Pepsi.
What the fuck? That's
I believe that was because they had originally made a deal to trade vodka for Pepsi products, but they didn't have enough vodka in Russia to trade. So they're like, here, have some of our military fleet. And Pepsi's like, okay.
I feel like
there's been slaughter a country.
A new hole in my brain that has now just been carved out and is now just dedicated to the Pepsi war and Pepsi militarization. And it's never going away after today. So thanks for that. What the fuck? I actually can't get over this. I legitimately am shocked by both of these stories. What the fuck?
Pepsi better than Coke in the long run.
Does Coke have a military?
Coke could never have a military or screw over a whole fucking place in the world. They would never.
Man, true. But again, I just want to bring back the irony of that. I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark. Kendall Jenner Pepsi advertisement. You guys know which one I'm talking about. But the advertisement that Pepsi literally started like riots in the streets, and I'm assuming through pretty much the whole city, because again, 500,000 people thought they were going to become like set for life. 800,000. Oh, even better. Madness.
So that deal between Pepsi and Russia was the biggest deal ever brokered between an American company and the Soviet Union. Just one fact.
Tail end of the Cold War. Yeah, 89. So
1989.
pretty baller. I guess yeah. When you don't have anywhere to put that military spending, I guess give it to Pepsi. Lesson learned. Oh.
Okay, but it's been normal since. Yeah, okay. My mic got muted somehow and fucking.
Oh man, we missed Nate Gaming. Sorry, Nate.
I
Oh,
shouted
Yeah,
out
me and
your
Liam,
boy Nate.
we said hey,
I didn't even
Nate.
catch that.
But
Bizarre.
God, I hope my mic wasn't muted too long. But yeah, shout out.
He's-
And I don't know if you guys seen the new episode of Rick and Morty that's on YouTube?
I have
Samsung have a
not.
bigger military than Pepsi. What?
Yeah, what does that mean, Hayden? You can't just put that in the chat.
Samsung military.
Is that about the Samsung Sim?
Why are so many people horny over that
The
Samsung
military department you didn't know Samsung had. Apple's biggest smartphone competitor also makes tanks,
Oh.
self-propelled howitzers, and jet
Yeah.
engines.
Yeah, they
thing?
don't
So
have.
they're like Lockheed Martin or something.
Yeah, they make military
They do
shit.
business analyst shit, but they also create weapons of mass destruction.
It makes
Got it.
surveillance, aeronautics, automation, and weapons technology.
Has really good HUDs inside these machines.
But
I guess.
honestly though, I do, not to be fucking that guy, I do recommend the new Rick and Morty episode. It's a return to form. They deal with like a concept that's very kind of original and also just super dark and hilarious. And it's 20 minutes. It's on YouTube for free. I think it's worth a check out because it does what Rick and Morty does best, which makes you care about a character, and then
Now.
uses. Yes.
Is Rick and Morty an anime?
No.
Okay. Has there ever been an anime bit in Rick and Morty? I just need
There
to
has.
ensure.
It was a YouTube short. I don't know if you guys
Okay.
ever
No,
saw
you know
it.
what? It's not canon. It's not canon. We don't have to count it. I that's why I was asking because I vaguely remember like an anime Rick and Morty thing, but
Yes, it wasn't an
Yes.
episode. It was a.
Damn it.
It was
I thought
a.
I had that motherfucker for
no.
a second.
I mean, we
No.
could argue it is animated.
Yes, but that's not what I swore off.
I still think the best piece of Rick and Morty media is literally just the time they uploaded that like court transcript with Rick
Oh
as
yeah.
the judge, or Morty is the judge and Rick is the defendant. Yeah.
The definition of
Right.
anime is hand drawn and computer animation originating from Japan. But
Sam Ryan joke.
my sister keeps trying to get me to watch fucking. Yeah, that's the short. My sister keeps trying to get me to watch Demon Slayer, and I'm like, I can't. And she's like, oh, I think you'd really like it. I'm like, I literally can't watch it.
It's impossible. I'm in a prison of my own creation.
I might rewatch Attack on Titan in a bit though, because that was a pretty fantastic show.
You know what? I have some words to put out there right now, but I'm just not.
Braden,
I'm letting it wash over.
the podcast is for words.
Liam, you're a fucking idiot.
What-
I could go into 1,000 reasons why. let's start out with the anime thing. I'm still not over it, but I don't understand. You know I don't understand. You think you're right. You'll never think you're wrong, but goddamn, I truly do not understand.
No, nobody understands him. He's fucking. He's. I don't think Liam understands Liam.
No, I understand. Here's what you guys fail to realize. Is when you're in a situation where you vomit shit into your own face in a repeated cycle that gets more disturbing, you lose the mundane beauty in life, okay? A part of you dies, and you realize what the world is really about. So you sweet summer children, keep living in your fantasy land. You libtard cuts, and I'll be out here in the real world.
He says as he takes a massive vapor.
I'm not you.
Yeah, you do your thing, Liam. Jake will keep doing his thing, which I assume is continuing to watch anime and not giving a fuck.
Not
Having
swearing
worry.
off of it. Like
dude,
I'll do the
fucking
thing that I
noob.
do, which is probably get around to watching anime at some point. I'm just too lazy.
I'd recommend
I'm gonna
Attack on Titan.
I'm gonna make a banger of a stream, Liam, and I'm gonna animate the whole fucking thing. I'm gonna make
He's
sure
gonna
you
hire
watch
Japanese
it.
animators to do it, just to ensure that Liam can.
I'm just gonna
never
have
watch
a
the stream.
banger of a bit, and I'm gonna pop it up on my stream at some point. When I know you're there, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Liam, look at this new anime, or look at this new follow notification I have."
And we, ladies and gentlemen,
And then I'm
we
gonna
got
come
him.
and kick open the door. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I mean, if you don't do that much effort, then I feel like I've won.
I'm gonna get
Boy, you
particles
swore
to
off
turn
anime
myself
the rest
into
of
a
your
titan
life.
so I can crush you.
Bro, I'm sweating like a pig right now, but I can't turn my fan on because it makes too much noise for the podcast.
Actually, very relatable.
Liam's bad
Thanks.
opinion. See, I don't have bad opinions. I have harsh facts of reality that people don't like to hear. Not bad opinions.
Yeah,
I don't know about.
sure.
I'm just saying, everyone's up to be criticized. No one's infallible. But damn, am I close.
I don't know, man. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
I'm just saying, if there's a spectrum of propaganda and correctness, I'm waving over here. It's okay, though. I don't expect lesser beings to understand it. It's fine. If I was in your scenario, I'd be like, who's this guy who thinks he knows everything? But as someone who knows everything, I'm like, I see why they don't
Can't
believe.
handle this fucking guy sometimes.
This is just a warning to everybody watching right now. If Liam ever gets money and power, he may become the greatest propagandist this world has ever known and lead us down a very dark path.
It's gonna be a problem.
Just flash to 20 years from now. It's like my face on a Big Brother poster just every 2 feet you walk. It's just like always watching.
Jacob and I have been disappeared.
Just
By the
erase
I can
from
imagine
me.
it would. It feels kind of like fucking Dishonored. I feel like in a world where Liam rules, the world is like Dishonored.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Everybody just eats whale blubber because Liam's like, you have to. That's the rule.
Guess who doesn't eat whale blubber? The king. There's
And
only
he watches anime too.
There's only one rule in the
Every-
jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
Can somebody please
We should just end the stream here. Just call it. We've peaked. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh god, this
We have some
podcast
work
is
to
the one.
do, Liam.
I'm gonna finally break. This is gonna be the one.
We gotta get that on a poster where it's Liam's face, just like propaganda picture. Liam's face. There's only one rule in the jungle. And the lion's hungry. And it's just Liam's face. Just like an Uncle Sam poster.
That should
So,
be our
new
first
merch
piece of
coming
merch.
soon.
If we ever get merch, it's just gonna be a Liam propaganda poster with that exact quote. It's perfect. It's so good. Oh my god, that might be the funniest thing you've ever said, Liam. Holy fucking shit.
Stop.
Oh, that was good.
What kind?
Oh man, I'm so hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that laughing fit did not help my warm spree right now.
I'm a moist boy.
So, how's this tropical storm treating you boys? Where's my phone at?
Not too bad. It's been
supposedly,
foggy as
tropical
shit.
I don't know. I went to work earlier.
Yeah, apparently we're in a tropical storm warning right now.
Yeah, it's the second one we've had like in the wheat, but they've both been off the
Yeah.
toast. Also,
Tropical storm statement.
that's a
Thank God.
beauty
Thank
clip.
you. Thank you, moderator.
But on a side note, I guess I this is the second time Amazon has fucked me over by not labeling their fucking products correctly or sending me the wrong thing. The first time was for Christmas. I got a board game for the family, Cranium. You know, everyone loves Cranium, right?
I
Buy
don't, but yeah.
buy
I
it.
guess.
It arrives to the house, right? It's in fucking French. Every game, and this is a game with cards you have to read off that's in French. So I checked the order. Did I order the French Cranium? No, I didn't. I fucking ordered the English one. All the photos are in English. They just sent me Le Français Le Cranium. And now I'm supposed to learn fucking French to play a board game. Then I'm like, I hear about this book series I want to read called The Stormlight Archives. So I order book 1. It just says book 1. I order it. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to start reading this. Right in the tiny little corner here, part 2. Not labeled anywhere on Amazon. Just fucking part 2 of book 1. And then so I go to order part 1. They don't even sell a part 1. So now I've ordered book 1, which is part 1 and 2, 1,000 pages in one book. This is just labeled as book 1. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
So
You could just return stuff to Amazon, you know.
I don't want to have to fucking deal with fucking mailing shit back to Mr. Bezos.
So wait, just to clear something up here, is this one book that is labeled as part 2, or is this actually a part 2 of one book? And also, since when did they do that? If that is the case,
So all his books are like 1,000 pages long, and you can either order the full book or part 1 and part 2, because I guess part 1 came out and then part 2 came out, and then eventually they made it a full book. But on Amazon, they literally just have it labeled as The Way of Kings, which is the name of the first book. And they don't say part 2 literally anywhere. And there is no part 1 you can buy unless you buy it from a third party used. And then so I bought it. I decided to buy the full Way of Kings. And I'm like, maybe this is just part 1. And I'm like, oh, it's over 1,000 pages. So it's just part 1 and part 2. So
You're buying too niche of shit.
apparently. But I see that say an inside reference. Do you guys get around to the new
I
Bo Burnham special?
Oh, she's already watched it. I haven't watched it yet.
God fucking damn it, Jacob.
Dude, I got a whole house to renovate, motherfuckers. I've been busy.
Jacob, how much anime have you watched in the last week?
You can say like
One episode.
There it is.
Exactly.
Fucking called it.
You would have had time for a third of the inside special.
Okay, now I'm not a loser just because you hate to see me succeed. Listen, I built shelves. I made a stream room. You're just jealous. She's just over there jealous.
He do be putting in the work though. He doesn't have time to wallow in depression while watching Inside.
Yeah, why the fuck am I supposed to do that when I'm not? You did not build those shelves. You know, when I'm not streaming or renovating, I'm editing, or sleeping, or showering.
Okay. Yeah, those are daily processes.
Oh.
I
Or
get it.
eating. A lot of eating. Far too much eating.
Yeah, we're young. That'll never catch up to us.
I feel like I'm about to get called out. No, never mind. I had a good week of depression. Not gonna.
I feel like
Everybody likes a good week of depression.
I feel like I need to get started on my fucking YouTube video that's gonna
Depression?
play at my funeral.
Do
Because I don't.
Is it a necessity? Are you feeling it?
Well, I don't know. My heart's been pumping a little different recently. My air capacity is a bit down. I could be dropped dead in a couple of years, and I don't want to have an unfinished YouTube video at the funeral.
It's true.
I really want to have, like, I kind of want to make one now, and it'll start off just like, you know how, like, all the Will videos start, where it's just a guy in a chair, and he's like, if you're watching this, it means I have passed. And just play on every cliche and just make it fucking hilarious. And then make you contemplate your own mortality.
I think what would be funny is if you don't finish it in time, I will take it over for you, and I'll edit it like a meme compilation, like you know, like if you get like a funtage of a video game and you like edit the clips to make them funny, you add like sound effects and shit,
Just
like
highlight.
a Smitty video. You guys ever watched a Smitty video?
Yes.
Make it like a Smitty video.
If you do that, I have one request, and it's when the line "hungry he eats" has to be in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
And then
makes it
it'll
all
like
make
it'll
life
fade
go.
to black, and then we'll show the video of you in the burger eating contest with like an epic montage sound effects in the background.
And then me on, and then the ambulance carrying me away as I had the heart attack.
It'd be great.
Or just like after it goes when a when a lion's hungry, he eats. Me at the burger comp, and then Liam Johnson, 2000 to 2022, cause of death, mass cardiac arrest.
Also,
That'd be a banger of a video. That'd be the most viral we ever get.
if you choose to put me in the will for completing your death video, I want to start with black and white photos of you over Fleetwood Mac's Landslide. And then, but you know how like TikTok does an old song where it's like, oh, here's the song, but here's the thing that happens in the video. So now it's the song, but with trap drums. I'm then going to program trap drums over Fleetwood Mac's Landslide and then play silly clips of you throwing up. And probably the lion clip too.
Or like, have you guys seen that thing on TikTok where it shows something and it'll be like 5 scary facts you didn't know, and it'll be like it plays this song that's an old song where it's like, well, there's like the Daisy song, very slow, like Daisy Daisy, the first computer written song, but then there's also it's just a cigarette, it cannot be that bad, and then they play it slowed down and it's real spooky. You guys might not have heard that, but that would be fantastic for me. Fucking, just a compilation of me smoking darts and then at chemotherapy. It's like the perfect song. Oh man.
Yikes! Big yikes! Good idea though. It's a good idea. Banger of an idea.
Yeah, we'll get working on this because I want my funeral to be fucking banging.
We'll get working on this because I want it to be soon. You know, we're really pushing. Like we got maybe 6 months.
You're doing more prep than I am, Liam.
No, just
congrats.
Set me up in the coffin with like my hands on a mouse and keyboard playing Desert Bus with cords coming out of the coffin, and then bury me with the monitor and the gaming setup. So I'm just playing Desert Bus for all eternity.
Live streaming it as well, so then
might actually beat it.
My own burial.
And then coffin cam, and it's just me, and it's just like decomposing.
Do you think Twitch would ban you? Because if you don't die on stream, if you're already dead, maybe
Happens
Twitch
if you
wouldn't ban you.
Die on screen?
You get banned. They ban you.
So you're gonna get banned from life, and then after that, you're gonna get banned from Twitch. It feels like not really, on the same
Twitch.
level.
They also send an employee to spit on your grave.
Yeah, no.
It's part of the contract.
Yeah, fuck you, Twitch.
And then Jeff Bezos pisses on it too, just to be a cunt.
No,
that's rich P, dude.
They grind up your body into Soylent Green and feed it to Amazon warehouse employees. And I don't know if I mentioned this on the last podcast.
They biodegrade your body into the bottles that Amazon workers piss in.
I don't know if last podcast I was talking about infiltrating stuff, and I think maybe I'll infiltrate. There's a new Amazon warehouse coming to the Halifax area, and so I could get a job there and just be like, yo, we got motherfuckers pissing in bottles, and just fucking huge propaganda video. It goes viral. I get banned from. They might ban my Twitch account for that. For that, I might get banned from like all Amazon services if I did that.
I feel like this is a video though where it's like you'd go in, you're like, "Fuck the man, we got this. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna get all this juicy information. I'm gonna fuck Jeff Bezos' day up." And then you're gonna go in, and they're gonna be like, "All right, Liam. So we actually need you over here, and this is how we're gonna do this." And then like you get too into the work side of things, and you just kind of go along with it. And then it's just 2 months of you being a good employee condensed into 10 minutes, and then you killing yourself at the end because it's working for him.
Or I go in and do the Canadian labor laws. It's actually a super chill setup. It's like here you get an hour break. We got leather couches, air conditioned room. Help yourself to the snacks and the water. Don't work yourself too hard. The times are suggestion, but we know they can be unreasonable sometimes. I'm like, damn. Fuck you guys, and I just shit on the floor and run away.
This is too good to be true. I'm out of here.
I don't believe it's suitable working conditions for a human life. I don't believe it.
So talking about that really quick, like I order a lot of shit off Amazon, like far too much, but it's convenient. It is. Delivery times might be fucking they could be mint. Having a facility here, like you might order shit and it'll be like, it's getting delivered today. It's already here. We just gotta drive it across town.
That's literally what life is like in like most big American cities.
Yeah.
Is you can just order a package and it's literally delivered by like 4 a.m. at the latest that night.
That's fucking. I would hate for something to be delivered at 4 a.m. Like motherfucker, I don't want to leave that out there.
Mm-hmm.
You get a notification, your package has been delivered. It's 4 a.m. Like,
wake up at 8.
I'll go get it.
Do you guys see Prime Day got delayed for Canada because of COVID?
Yeah.
Why did that?
Because Canada's got all those restrictions, so I don't think they can move shit as efficiently.
Okay, that makes sense.
But Amazon's really not great for employees. Like everyone knows about like when you're working in a warehouse, you have times. If you don't meet your times, you just get fired by the app. But they also have it. They have a new service where if you order furniture, you can get them to set it up for you. And some of the times they give the drivers, like to deliver a mattress, set it up, and get out, they give you 3.5 minutes as a driver to carry a mattress into a house, put it on the bed, and leave.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
And then like to set
Also,
up like a 70.
You enter somebody's house and like there's shit everywhere. Like you can't walk through. You can't even fit the mattress. There's like all these bendy corners that you can't make it.
Like bro, 3.5 minutes. It's literally nothing.
Sorry, you just got to Kool-Aid man the walls, dude. That's not our problem.
Can we just workshop an idea here really quick? Hold on. All right. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. I just want to prove a point here about how ridiculous that number is, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So you two are homeowners, okay? You live together. That's the premise.
Okay.
I don't like this premise.
Okay. Hi. I got this mattress here. Just carried up 6 flights of stairs. I need some help, but I really need to get this. Oh, this Jeff's gonna kill me. All right. Where's the bed? Where's the fucking bed?
It's actually down a floor.
Yeah, which floor are you delivering to? Oh, it's 5. This is floor 5, right? No. You're on floor 6. Ah! Okay. Excuse me, I have a bed. It's on Amazon here. Hey, we're here to deliver. Where's the bed? Oh, fuck. Oh, it's been 3.5 minutes. I don't have much time left. I'm sorry.
You just get deleted. Jeff Bezos takes you out. There's no more. You are no longer an employee. You took too long.
Yeah,
no. 3.5 minutes. So, yeah. That's not enough time to deliver and set up a whole bed.
No, like they had like a 72-piece ottoman. They gave them 11 minutes to deliver and set up a 72-piece ottoman.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I assembled these 2 IKEA shelves the other day. That probably took me, say, hour and a half to get them both, together and where I wanted them.
Yeah, you would have 15 minutes to deliver them, unpackage them, sort, set up, and then leave.
There's no way. There's literally no way.
Well, you're fired. They'll find someone else who wants this job.
They can want the job, but they're gonna get fired too.
Yeah, but they're destroying all the other jobs in America. So there's most people, their only employment option is Amazon. And COVID really accelerated that. On that happy note, we got a dip because I have to get ready and serve the man at the gas station. I fucking hate my life. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
We should hit it off.
Nice talk.
Let's sauce Tanya a raid before we dip out.
Let's do it up.
Absolutely.
Another good one. Braden was wilding. I'm not gonna lie, running around and doing that whole bit where I'm yelling and jumping around really did not help with the heat situation in here. I feel I'm gonna pass out now.
Imagine if you had to get 10 of those deliveries done a day.
Mm-hmm. Actual couches and beds too. I was just carrying a blanket and running out of my stream room. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
sucks to say. Yeah, it's forever. It's forever a thing now. GG's.
It's forever gone. But
all right, let's get this bread. I gotta go make dinner.
Thank you guys for watching.
Christ, it's so late. What are you, Italian?
Busy.
All right.
Fucking busy.
Fucking sauce monkey.
Just like an Italian.